I literally just finished doing Attack of the Dead Men Sabaton history video. Okay. I'm jumping into Devil Dogs now. Okay. I actually enjoyed it. So let's see if I can all 7 videos I've already done. Let's see if they actually have a history video for it so I can react to those. Again, I'm interrupting my scheduled release pattern to do these. And I'm actually, while I'm recording this, I'm uploading the Attack of the Dead Men history video. Now, hopefully it doesn't get blocked and I have to edit it and cover the screen. Hopefully it just goes up clean. Let's see, but this is Devil Dogs, U.S. Marines, Sabaton History, episode 23. They're up. Oh, okay. I forgot what you guys told me Sabaton is, because you're going to look. So I've already recorded 6 videos for the week, right? So you're going to, you may hear me refer to Sabaton as a rock band and not a metal band. You guys are telling me that they're metal, and there's a certain type of metal, and that's the fucking part I forgot. I should have checked the damn comments before I started this video. Oh well, y'all are gonna remind me. I know y'all are, and I thank you for that. So let's jump into this Devil Dogs.
I'm Indy Nidell.
And I'm Pat from Sabaton.
And this is Sabaton History. The U.S. Marines, who got the nickname Devil Dogs, made a serious impact towards the end of the First World War.
And we thought that Devil Dogs would be a perfect title for a Sabaton song, and the story was really good.
The beat reminds me of G.I. Joe. I said in the reaction video, which I haven't posted yet because y'all messed up my schedule, got me doing these instead of releasing how I wanted to release, but I'm not mad at it. I said in that one that I heard Heartbeat of America. When I said Heartbeat America, I didn't mean the actual song. I meant like you hear an American theme production sound in the production. And if now that I'm thinking about it, it's like it's reminding me of the G.I. Joe theme song.
Marines have been training for fighting the Great War in France since the U.S. declaration of war on Germany, April 6, 1917. They were a rather small force, not even 14,000 men strong. But the U.S. Marine Corps could look back on a long and proud history of service. The soldiers of land and sea had...
Wait, so the Marine Corps wasn't this elaborate military force like... Okay. I said something in the... I think I said... Yeah, I said something. Damn, y'all ain't seen it yet. So let me correct it now. I said something in the Devil Dogs video about the different military forces because I was saying that there's the Navy, the Marines, but I think that's this. I think they're both intertwined, and you got the Army, and then you have the Air Force. I think those are the military divisions, right? Navy, Marines, Army, Air Force. Let me know. But I thought that because the Marines were apparently the badasses, I thought it was like a massive division. He's saying it was a small division, but these were the bad boys. These are the boys who didn't need all the clearance to go out and cause ruckus. So that's fire, knowing that these little group of men was like, oh, these motherfuckers are the elite of the elitist. Like, don't fuck with them. Send them out there. They'll take care of it.
Look back on a long and proud history of service. The soldiers of land and sea had served U.S. interests overseas in places like the Philippines, Haiti, and even the coasts of China. But now, They were sent out to fight in a global war of which the US had only been a passive spectator, and their enemies were not poorly trained insurgents, but battle-hardened soldiers who'd seen years of active combat. To prepare themselves for modern war, the Marine Corps had included mostly French battle doctrines in their training, especially the new French emphasis on move and fire tactics, but with the Marine Corps preference of the smaller platoon formation, equipped with rifles.
I don't know if he's going to explain what move and fire mean. What does move and fire tactics mean? I'm going to tell you what it reads in my brain. It reads as charge while shooting instead of sitting in the trench. Let's boom, 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 move up a little, take cover, boom, 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 move up a little, take cover. This time let's move and boom, 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 boom at the same time, take cover. Is that what move and fire means?
Doctrines in their training, especially the new French emphasis on move and fire tactics, but with the Marine Corps preference of the smaller platoon formation, equipped with rifles, light support artillery and machine guns, and rifle grenades. The Marines soon at least looked like a modern fighting force. And yes, before you comment, the American version of the show-shot light machine gun was terrible, but packing serious firepower while being as mobile as possible was of prime importance to the Marine Corps style of fighting. Anyhow.
Okay. That's one of them moments that my boy Nick will say, because like he said, before you comment, yes, we know, Mr. We know it all, the machine guns weren't all that good. We know, bruh.
Of the show-shot light machine gun was terrible, but packing serious firepower while being as mobile as possible was of prime importance to the Marine Corps style of fighting. Anyhow, they did not simply just copy French doctrines, though, but put heavy emphasis on traditional soldiery as well. True to their credo, every Marine or rifleman, the Corps constantly honed its skills on the shooting range with the standard Springfield rifle and trained for close combat with the bayonet. Two skills that, while not left behind in the Great War, took a backseat to others in terms of general 1918 combat, where the machine gun and the hand grenade were thought of as the tools of the infantryman.
I keep thinking about the photographers and the press, they out there this, I don't know if they have soldiers taking these pictures, but I don't think so. And if it is a soldier, it's a soldier whose duty is to make sure you photograph and capture as much footage as you can from this battle. This is crazy that this footage actually exists because somebody's job was to make that shit exist. Literally, bullets flying. Bullets is coming. Look, bullets coming this way. My ass turned this way with the camera recording. I hear the bullets flying by me, but this picture. Again, I don't know if it's brave or if you just crazy, bruh. Either way, brave or crazy, it's amazing.
In early 1918, the huge German spring offensives, the Kaiserschlacht, had smashed into and through the Allied lines in Belgium and France. And as their Operation Blücher, panic spread, even though the offensive was pretty clearly running out of steam. And the Allies...
Those are the trenches I'm used to seeing right there. Where a few men can move through it.
Panic spread, even though the offensive was pretty clearly running out of steam, and the Allies urged the Americans to send in reinforcements. The Marines, as part of the 2nd American Division, were among those first reinforcements that were judged ready to be sent into action. Operation Blücher had created a large salient across the Aisne River and into the French front lines from Rheims to Soissons, and the German army was trying to get a hold on strategically valuable positions from which to launch further attacks. Such a position was Belleau Wood. The first elements of the 5th Marine Regiment were rushed into the lines on June 2nd. They were greeted by exhausted French soldiers who suggested the Marines follow their retreat, to which Captain Lloyd Williams only retorted, "Retreat? Hell, we just got here." The French were by no means broken, but they had taken a hard hit, and the Americans had to take the defensive lead and dug in. The next day, as the Germans advanced from Belleau Wood over an open wheat field, they were unexpectedly met by highly accurate rifle fire and cut down in large numbers before hastily retreating back to the wood, probably wondering what the heck had just hit them. The German positions within Belleau Wood overlooked a wide area and the small town of Belleau itself and its surroundings. And if an Allied counterattack was going to successfully eliminate the German salient and drive them back over the Aisne, their positions in Belleau Wood had to be taken. The next day, June 3rd, the Marines formed up in light order and marched over the same wheat field towards the woods to take it by storm. But as they marched into the open, they were suddenly hit by rifle and machine gun fire. Taking heavy casualties, the advance was quickly halted and the survivors pulled back. Clearly, the Americans were still green, and they had to learn, and learn fast.
Look at this shit.
The Germans opposing them were veterans of the 4th Reserve Corps. Their commander was Major Josef Bischoff, a career soldier who had fought in the German Africa mission and was himself an experienced bushfighter. Although his men were suffering from exhaustion and chronic shortages of ammunition, shells, and food, he was determined to put his experience to good use in the thick of the woods and carefully prepared his defenses. Thick undergrowth of bushes and large boulders were ideal hiding spots, and the steep ravines and hills slowed down every advance. So while it was really difficult to maintain an attacking formation, it also was to maintain a static line of defense. Belleau Wood was a place of small unit fighting. To break into Belleau Wood.
Okay, so this is a tight, from what I'm getting, this is a tight area that's apparently hilly and got a shit ton of bushes for you to hide in. It was a tight area, but the Marine Corps wasn't a big unit. So I guess fighting in this tight space was a plus for them. I mean, I knew they took some casualties when they were just walking in the open field because they were green. Can't be green in war, but they figured it out quick. Is that what I'm getting, y'all?
The Marines had to take the high ground.
There we go with that high ground again. I do know about the high ground. If you have the high position, you got the better position.
And the villages outside the woods first, while French artillery blasted Belleau Wood into an even more unmaneuverable maze. The men of the 5th Marines went into battle once again. On the 6th of June, they advanced towards the German positions on Hill 142, a major strong point that overlooked large parts of the woods. Again, they were met by entrenched machine guns and took heavy casualties in brutal fighting, especially after the German counterattack smashed into their advance. But the Marines prevailed. The hill was strewn with mutilated bodies from both sides, but it demonstrated that the Marines were not shaken by the effects of battle, which was good, because this was only a taste of what was yet to come. On the 11th, another major attack began. While other Marine companies attacked from the north and south, the main force was again ordered to advance over the open wheat field. This time, though, they had the help of a heavy ground fog that shrouded the advancing Marines from the eyes of the German outposts until they were already on top of them. Bayonets first, the Marines stormed into the...
Wait. Is he saying bayonets first as in the... Well, I think they all had bayonets, right? Like they got... You telling me the fog masked them so much that they got that close on them to where bayonets could be used? Is that what I'm getting? Is he about to say that?
The German trench lines, already on top of them. Bayonets first, the Marines stormed into the German trench lines, attacking at close range. In those woods, the men were cut off. The heavy fog made flare guns ineffective, and telephone lines were already cut by the shelling. Only cold steel and personal bravery would prevail. The Americans were victorious in rolling up the forward defenses, but the Germans were not done yet. Vanishing in the bushes, they retreated to new defenses. The initial rush had cost the Marines dearly, and during the night, they were suddenly hit by 7,000 mustard gas shells, saturating their surroundings with deadly toxins. Still, They were determined to push on, NCOs leading the small platoons. Machine gun nests were stormed by all-or-nothing bayonet charges. Grenades exploded among trees and rocks, sending deadly splinters flying through the chaos of battle, and snipers targeted them from the treetops. But still, the Marines kept up their momentum. In fact, their aggressiveness was their best asset in those thick woods. More than once, they pushed through the German lines, then rolled up their defenses from the rear. In the spirit of Dan Daly, who just days before had spurred on his fellow Marines with the words, "Come on, you sons of bitches, do you want to live forever?" the Marines surged forwards. Few prisoners were...
The Marines were nothing to fuck with. Jesus, bro. Second, I believe a few of you guys told me that I needed to watch the Dan DeLay Fat Electrician video with this or after this, because y'all said apparently some of the stories that Sabaton tells and the stories that Nick tells kind of cross each other and they play off of each other pretty well, and I think this is one of them. And that line that he has, "Come on if you want to live forever," I think you guys been quoting that in the comment section. This is good. This is just good. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm stopping to talk about fucking comments and shit, but this is very interesting to me, man. This is just interesting to me.
Daly, who just days before had spurred on his fellow Marines with the words, "Come on, you sons of bitches, do you want to live forever?" the Marines surged forwards. Few prisoners were taken in these days of the war, if any. It was merciless you or me, close-range fighting, with no room for quarter. After days of combat, the Germans had lost significant chunks of ground and finally broke on the evening of the 24th. They fled to their last fortified positions near the edge of the woods. The Marines, though, had to stop as well. Despite their success, the casualties had been high, and thousands of Marines were either dead or wounded, among them Captain Williams, who had succumbed to gas and shrapnel wounds. It was now up to the heavy artillery to soften up the enemy first before the final attack could drive them from the wood.
It's crazy to think while they just loading up those bazooka things, like the soldier that's like that's tossing, that's handing the missile to the that's handing the shell to the other guy and putting it inside the bazooka thing, the cannon. Like they're just saying, like every shell they load could potentially unalive somebody. And they're just in there just doing it. They're just in the trenches like, hope we get enough of them so we can move forward and I can eat. Like, I couldn't imagine being in war. There's a few people that's in the comment section that let me know that they're vets and they've been there. They've been in the trenches. I commend y'all. I don't know how y'all do it, bro. I don't know how y'all do it. I remember graduating high school and I was like, what am I about to do? And everybody was joining the Air Force. I had a friend, my best friend, Donis, his dad was an air traffic controller. He was in the Air Force and I thought he was rich, man. So I was like, man, fuck it, bro. You know, like my dad was an addict, y'all. So I looked at David. His name's David. I looked at David like, damn, this is how I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to like, yeah, let me do what David did. David went to the Air Force and he became an air traffic controller. So I said, let me do that. But I was afraid of having to go to war. I just didn't know nothing. And they was like, no, you ain't got to go to war, bro. You go, because I was an art student. All this art in the background, that's my art. So I was an art student, and that was like you can be like a graphic designer in the Air Force. Like you don't have to sign up for something that's going to actually send you to war. So that was my plan. But then I end up just diving into clothes. My best friend Donis actually went to the Air Force, stationed in Japan. But anyways, I decided not to go and chase my dreams of becoming a fashion designer, and I did. But I just have to commend everybody who actually did go through with it and actually went to fucking war. We talking about real war. I don't even know how you come back to regular life after that. I've been in multiple shootouts. Not me shooting, but in the middle of them. Bullets have literally flown by my head. My house have been shot up multiple times, 3 times to be exact. I've been raided. I've been all kinds of shit. And I couldn't imagine actively knowing and volunteering to go partake in it. Everything that happened to me was just by happenstance. Again, wrong place, wrong time, wrong people at my house. They bringing their battles to us. It's one thing when I sign up to go into battle. That's a different kind of mindset, man.
After a night of heavy shelling, the Marines moved out. Again, they met heavy machine gun and sniper fire. But after a few hours of heavy fighting, the battle was pretty much over. Ever more exhausted and demoralized Germans surrendered without a fight, and whole companies were captured by single men. By midday, June 26, after
they got that tired, y'all. You're telling me the Marines are so tough that basically this battle ended based on not who can off the most people from the opposing team, from the opposing sides, but who can just stay awake the longest? Who cannot tire out? Who can walk and stand and hold their rifle up longer? Because these Germans apparently got so tired they couldn't do anything but just lay there like, bruh, it's a wrap for me, dog. That's crazy, man. That's crazy when I think about it.
25 days of fighting, the last Germans in the wood were killed or captured. The report to American headquarters read, Wood's now U.S. Marine Corps entirely. The fighting for Belleau Wood became an instant PR hit in the American media. Ecstatic newspaper headlines ran on how the Marines saved Paris and of how the vicious devil dogs, as they were called, were feared by the Germans. Belleau Wood was in many ways the birthplace of the modern U.S. Marine Corps, and the name Devil Dogs stuck after the heavy fighting of those June days in 1918. It is not entirely clear if, and in fact is even unlikely, that the name Devil Dogs, in German Teufelshunde, has its roots in the actual engagement in Belleau Wood. The term Teufelhunde had already appeared in the La Crosse Tribune in Wisconsin on April 27th. And other newspapers attributed the Devil Dog name to German pilots who apparently cursed the accuracy of American anti-aircraft batteries with that name. But whatever the case, the Marines had taken the fight to the enemy and were ready and willing to accept heavy casualties to achieve victory. So the fighting at Belleau Wood might as well have earned them the nickname Devil Dogs. The ferociousness of the attack was a real contributor that summer to the breakdown of the morale of the Germans, who had erroneously thought of the Americans as incompetent farmers and cowboys that did not know how to fight. They were very much mistaken.
Now the lyrics, let's go back to the lyrics. They were brought in basically as backup to charge. When they got there, they were saying, bro, turn around. Trust me, just retreat with us. They was like, hell no, bro. We just got here, boy. I can't wait. I can't wait to dig into these motherfuckers. What? Leave? Boy, stop. And they actually dug into them and won.
Okay, now Devil Dogs is from the new album, The Great War.
Yep. Yes. And one of the things that catched my attention while writing this song was
Okay, so The Great War is the name of their album. That's why it was on the stage of the Dead Men video, live video. Okay, I didn't know that was the name of their album. I didn't know that.
Now, Devil Dogs is from the new album, The Great War. Yep.
Yes. And one of the things that catched my attention while writing this song was the phrases that were supposedly said during this one. All right, you sons of bitches.
You want to live forever? Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
And we even...
The line is in the record. The line is in the lyrics. He's right. This is so good. It is so good. The motherfuckers put the real quotes and sayings and lingo in the records. Yeah.
All right, you sons of bitches.
You want to live forever? Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
And we even put it into the song. So when Joachim was recording, it was like, and where do I sing this? Like, there are no melody for this.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, no, that's just the feeling that you do when in this part. And he's like, then I know.
Wait, can we hear that little bit?
Come on, you sons of bitches! Do you want to live forever?
There we go. Shockingly as it is, I mean, when I'm writing something, I try to zoom in on the maps and see what it is.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, this forest is so small.
Yeah.
How could such a significant brute...
Wait, was it in a Dead Men video? Or was it in the Devil Dogs video that I saw The Great War on stage? It may have been both. I may have been mistaken.
forest is so small.
Yeah.
How could such a significant, brutal fighting happen around this little area
Right,
here?
yeah, sure.
And then I looked at maps from World War I,
Yeah.
and I realized that it was the same farms,
Yeah.
the same fields.
A lot of places you think were big were not that big. I mean, the whole of Verdun, this monster about you can walk it. You can walk it in an afternoon. I mean, it's the size of central Stockholm. That's not that big, you know, for 800,000 people to lose their lives.
And Belleau Wood, the same. I mean,
Yeah.
you
800,000? When they said they were losing, I didn't think 800,000? 800,000 people lost their life. You're telling me 800,000 bodies are in an area that you can walk in an afternoon, not a day, not from morning to night. This man said an afternoon. I didn't know it was that many, y'all. I'm thinking maybe 10,000, 12,000. When they said that the Marines were losing thousands of people, I'm thinking, okay, they probably lost 2,000, 3,000. 800,000 shared bodies?
For 800,000 people to lose their lives.
and Belleau Wood, the same. I mean, you walk across it in a few minutes,
Yeah, you're
not
like-
even half a day.
Like, wait. Where's the rest of it?
You can watch it. You can oversee the whole thing. We also even went, before we met in Verdun, you remember that?
Yeah, sure, we had fun.
stopped at Belleau Wood Memorial.
All right, okay.
We were driving, and this was actually not a stop planned. The publicist in France didn't even know that we had wrote the song because everything was secret at this time. And then I was watching where we were, and I'm like, Belleau? Okay. So I was telling the driver, we need to take a little bit of a detour. It's only gonna take us 20 minutes, and it's gonna be important for the rest of our lives. It means a lot when we actually get to a place where
you
we
sing about
where
it,
we
so,
sing
yeah,
about.
sure.
So yeah.
And now, whose idea was the idea of having a song about devil dogs for the album? Was that yours or Joachim's? Or?
The song was written by me, and we thought about naming it in the original German title, like
Teufelhunde.
Teufelhunde. But Devil Dogs just sounds better.
Do you know it? But there is a snack cake called Devil Dogs in the States. It's chocolate and it's got cream on the inside. I don't know if it came after or before the Marines and stuff, but they're good though. They are good.
Is it? Do we have something called Devil Dog? I know we got Devil Food Cake. I know we got Devil Food Cake. Little Debbie make the little The little devil food Swiss roll, chocolate with the cream inside. I don't know if it's called Devil Dogs. Let me know if that's actually true. I need to Google that.
On the inside. I don't know if it came after or before the Marines and stuff, but they're good though. They are good.
I have to try that.
Well, you'll be touring the States later this year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So bring us back a box of Devil Dogs.
I will
so
bring
we can
it back.
do like a review with the whole band. We can get Tommy and Chris and Hannes here.
And we
everybody
all
can
eat the Devil Dogs.
Well, since this is a song from the new album, can we hear another few seconds of that?
If you're our Patreon, you can get the Sabaton albums in a very nice edition, featuring Indy Nidell, autographed by us, and see you next time.
All right, look, man. I really didn't think that I was gonna. I really didn't. I really didn't think I was gonna enjoy reacting to these videos. Damn, this video 30 minutes long, yo. I be yapping my fucking mouth, but I be getting into shit, y'all, and y'all, I'm into it. So I'm here for this, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't see Sabaton history reactions getting that much love. Like I did. Like it's like the number, like when reactors react to the music or the videos and then react to the history video, it don't, like, the numbers are like way different. And I'm the type that, like, I gotta like it. If it's not, if it ain't gonna work, I gotta just like that shit. And I'm liking this shit. So I think I'm gonna keep doing this. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Power metal. God damn it, it's called power metal. That's what Sabaton is called, power metal. Y'all don't even know how I was wrecking my brain trying to figure that out. Power metal. Again, I've already recorded 6 videos for the week, so you're probably going to hear me call them a rock band. But you're going to see this video. Nope. This is probably going to be, because I'm going to post this after I post Devil Dogs. Ah, well, you're going to hear me refer to them as a rock band, and you know, I'm learning how to respect music genres. Like, if somebody came to rap and kept calling us jazz, I would be like, bro, like, what the fuck? So I'm learning, y'all. I just didn't know that there were so many departments when it came to metal music. So power metal is what Sabaton is. So I just had to spew that out. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm out, y'all. Peace.